Hey guys, so this is the video for back to school hairstyles, and I know this has been so highly requested. Now the first thing you're going to do anytime I ever did my hair for back to school, even during the school year, was dry shampoo. It's like so needed that like you totally forget that you need it until like you wake up in the morning and you're like, ew, what is on my head? So I'm going to start out with my first and most favorite hairstyle, and what I'm going to do is just tie my hair back in a ponytail. And this is, obviously you can go many ways from here. You can either do what I'm doing right here by twisting my hair and then securing it with another hair elastic, or you could do a braid, or you could do like a knot braid. I think that's what it's called. I do these all the time. They're my favorite, but this one I feel has a little bit more texture and a little bit more like complexity to it. But you can see I'm twisting it one counterclockwise and one clockwise, and then I'm securing it. Depending on the length of your hair, you might need more of these, less of them, and also, it's totally up to you. You can make them smaller, you can make them bigger. My cousin actually said they look kind of like sausages, so I'm going to show you at the end how to kind of adjust them so they don't look like sausages. So what you're going to do is just pull on them on the sides and kind of fluff them up. You can see what I'm doing. So they look more like shells rather than sausages. So once you do that, you're pretty much good to go, and you can see it looks put together, and it gets your hair out of your way. And in school you never really want your hair down and all up in your face. It's just never really a good idea, and never comfortable, and never easy in the morning, especially when you're running late. Now for the second hairstyle. This is probably my favorite, but it's also probably the longest out of all of the ones that I'm going to show you. Now again, always start out with dry shampoo. It definitely helps with the volume. And we're going to grab the hair that's in the front of the head, in front of a crown, and we're going to just secure that up front so that it's out of the way and doesn't really do anything or go anywhere while we're working on the other parts of our hair. Now we're going to take the crown, and we're actually, I don't know how to describe it. What I did was I kind of just made a messy bun out of it. What you want to do is just make something that will kind of add volume so that you don't have to tease your hair. Teasing your hair, I feel, has always led to nothing good in my life. It has just damaged my hair, and it has also made my mornings a lot more complicated. So you can see I just tied it really lightly, loose, not too much of a problem. And now I'm just going to bring all that hair that you just saw me secure and bring it back. And now I'm adjusting it how I like. It's totally up to you. You can take all your hair all the way back. You can move it to the side. You can do whatever it is that you want, just to make it kind of more to your liking. I'm taking it and securing it with bobby pins. They end up falling out later when you're doing the ponytail, I guess. So it's perfectly fine to take them out at that point. It's just to kind of secure the hair there at this point. Now, as you can see, I'm literally going to be sitting here for like a minute just adjusting it the way I like it. It's up to you. I don't know, I like the side part kind of to the right side of my head or to the left. I don't really like everything going straight back. I usually tie the ponytail when I'm upside down, and then once I do that, I kind of see what I need to adjust, where everything needs to go, and how everything's going to be placed. Now, I usually do a ponytail check. This is what I call a ponytail check. I put everything up, and then I see where I want everything to go. It never ends up the same every single time, so be aware of that. So, here I'm just going to secure it a little differently. It's all kind of just part of the game, like how you like to do it. I like the sides of my heads to be super duper slicked back, and then the top to be just kind of more voluminous. And you can see I'm just kind of taking those parts and separating them. That's the key to this look, is just separating those sides, kind of twisting them in, making them a little bit more kind of flat rather than the top of my head. And then once you actually secure it, remember that you want to keep the ponytail a little bit lower than where you would normally have it, because I'm going to show you we're going to use a claw clip for it, which will kind of make it a little bit more voluminous. Now, once I kind of hide the little, unwanted little thingies, all I'm going to do is just take that claw clip pick my ponytail up, clip it right there, like as if it was going upside down, and then let my hair go down. And this is where like the bobby pins may or may not fall out. It's all up to the bobby pins you're using. But all I do now is just lightly tease or back comb my hair for the ponytail, just because I like it to stay a little bit puffy. Now this is not as bad as, you know, hairspraying it and like teasing it where you want the volume. So that's why I do the little bun trick. I think it's super easy and super lovely. It makes life so much simpler. But I really love this because it looks so put together and as if you spent so much time on it, but really it's so simple. And especially after you get the hang of it, it's really so easy and you can do it all the time. It can be dressed up or dressed down. I just think that it looks really put together, especially if you were like to wear a sweater with it or something nice, some earrings, and it looks just interesting, and nobody really is going to know how you did it. I know that I've always wondered how people did like the big voluminous bump ponytails. So now this is the next hairstyle. I believe it's the third one. This is super simple. It's basically how to make your hair look longer than what it actually is. You're going to separate it as if you're doing half up and half down. You're going to take the bottom part and put it in a ponytail. And you're going to want this a little higher than normal. Just kind of put it up as high as possible. You're going to tie this, and then you're going to take the rest of your hair and tie another ponytail. And this way it's like a ponytail on top of a ponytail, and your hair looks like it's longer and fuller. Now this is for people who, you know, want long hair and like extensions, but your mom won't let you do that because you're in high school and not in your 20s. So this is what I do, and you can tell it kind of, you can see that there's a little bit of a space where you can see the bottom ponytail. So what you're going to want to do is just kind of pull on the sides and kind of back comb. I was about to say back comb it a little bit to just give it a little bit more like fullness and a little bit more of a shape. Sorry, the door just banged. And then all you do is just adjust it so that it looks good, and you pretty much have your long ponytail good and ready to go, and it looks like you have long hair, and it's super fabulous. But it's really simple and no one's gonna know anything about it, and you're gonna look like Ariana Grande. So yeah. So for this next hairstyle, it's super duper simple. All you're gonna do is just separate your hair in the middle of your head so that it's nicely separated, and then all you're gonna do is take each section and just braid it. Now you can either do a rope braid like I'm gonna show you right now, or you could do a normal braid or like a Dutch braid, whichever one you like. Sometimes I even just kind of pull my hair back, but this was one of my most worn hairstyles when I was in high school. And this is the rope braid. All you do is twist your hair in the same direction and then twist them together like in the opposite direction. So if you were to twist both sections in a counterclockwise direction, you're going to twist them like the two pieces of rope together in the clockwise direction. So if you want a tutorial, let me know. But all you do is just do the other side, and you can see it's super fast. It's not really any complicated, you know, crazy things. It's literally just take those two pieces, twist them, and then pin them in the back. You look put together, and it kind of looks complicated because everyone does braids. No one ever really does rope braids. I think rope braids are a little bit more elegant and can actually make you look a little bit like you went to salon or something. And remember that you can always bobby pin things that don't look right, that don't fall in the right place, and that just look a little weird, you know. And it looks a lot nicer this way, nice and put together, and you look kind of just, you know, like you're out of a fairy tale. I'm going to show you actually right now that you can actually do the braids too. So this is the this is the Dutch braid that you can do, and I'm not sure, but you guys can probably see my sister just came in. They were like in the room when I was filming and decided to say hi to the camera. If you'd like to see more of them, they're on my vlog channel all the time. And then this other side you can see it's like two different types of braids. The Dutch braid is on this side, and then the normal braid is on that side. So it's two different looks depending on where you put the braid to, closer or farther, it's different. Now, this is the last look, and it's probably the most complicated and most annoying one to do in the morning. But I'm going to show you anyways because I did do it a couple of times. Now, all I do is section off my hair, as you saw just now. Like, I kind of do where I would normally part my hair and then, like, put that top part up. And now I start doing a Dutch braid a across the side of my head and then to the back, and kind of just finish it off somewhere back there. And honestly, this doesn't really have to be too too complex. It's really simple, and it can be a little messy. You can even adjust and play with it a little bit later. But all I do is just kind of finish off the braid so that it's, done and ready to go. And then we're going to actually use this braid to put it around the ponytail that we're going to do. Now with this look, I've done it so many different ways and so many different times. It's really up to you how you want to do it. But you can see I'm finishing off the braid, and my braid is thick. I have a lot of hair. If you have less, it'll look a little better, because for me it just looks like I have a huge thing stuck to my ponytail. But you'll see how it ends up looking once you twist it around the ponytail. But secure it with a small elastic that will kind of be able to hide underneath your hair. And what we're going to do is just take all of that hair, kind of brush it up into a ponytail. Now this one, I usually like to do as low as possible, just to make sure that the hair is really out of my face. And I do it to the side because it's easier to just, put the braid around it on the side of my head. I like to choose the right side. Maybe because I'm right-handed, but I'm not really sure. And you can see I'm twisting it around, kind of putting it underneath a loop, and again, adjust it as you need, and then bobby pin it first I bobby pin the ends, and then I bobby pin the braided section, just to make sure that everything is secure. Now once you've got that going, you pretty much have the look, and as you can see, it's like a braid that goes into a braid around your ponytail. It's totally cute, but it's up to you whether or not you like it this way, because sometimes I feel like this just kind of is boring to me, and I like to make it a little bit more extravagant. So I like to just start braiding this end part, and that way it looks kind of like it's, just a braid that's going all over your head, twisting around itself, and then continuing farther. It's crazy. But yeah, this is pretty much the last hairstyle that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like more hairstyle videos, let me know, but I decided to just do this one for back to school because I do have some nice ideas that back to school, hairstyles would work for. But let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time for the next back to school video. Bye!